right. Just did that and did not show up. Whatever. Alright. Cool. Alright. That should be good. Alright. What's going on, guys? Hopefully, all you are having a wonderful day, night, or evening. And of course, we are bringing you another deck tech video for my list of Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. And I actually update this to today's date, which is August 3rd. And yeah, this coming up weekend is the official pre-release for The Hobbit. So we're gonna kind of go over some cards and talk about them. There's not really a whole lot from this set that I actually really care about. I did pick out some, but like I said, this set wasn't really meant for black, unfortunately. Was really good for white and blue, which I was surprised about. But it is what it is. Wizards is not like mono black, so be it. But anyways, let's get into our first card. So the very first card we're going to talk about is Gollum Riddlemaster. It's one of black legendary creature halfling horror for a 3/1. As he enters, choose odd or even. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen quality, choose one that hasn't been chosen. First one is put a +1/+1 counter on Gollum. Second one is each opponent loses 2 and gain 2. And last one is draw a card. So when we first initially looked at this, we were like, oh, this card's actually pretty awesome. This card's going to be great for mid-range or maybe even turbo if they decide to play this. But the fact is, unfortunately, once all the cards or modes are chosen, it doesn't reset. Like that's it. So you get all these effects once. And I'm like, oh, cool. So it's very unfortunate that's the case for this. I was hoping that it was choose once each turn. Because if it was once each turn, this card's just insane. This card's great. But because of it not saying per turn and that's it, you had to reset it every time. I'm like, oh, well, that's very unfortunate. This card could have been great, and yeah, unfortunately, it is not. So, but yeah, that's Gollum Riddlemaster for you. So, um, next card we're going to be talking about is Inside Information. For an X and 2 black sorcery, you exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. So this card's kind of interesting. I don't know if Crick plays it. I think this is more like a Rowan card or something else, but I can see why people are like looking at it because you can essentially take other people's win cons and just cast them for free, essentially, by just paying life. Other than that, I don't think we play this. Like I said, I think this is a Rowan card. I don't think it's a crit card, but again, I could be wrong. This card has been talked about a little bit, and yeah, so I'm curious to see if I'm proven wrong. And yeah, now onto the last card, Master of Lake Town for a 1 and 2 black. legendary creature, Human Advisor, which is a 3/2, has Death Touch. It has the ability that says whenever a player loses life, that player mills that many cards, so it's a mind crank on the creature. When Master of Lake Town dies, draw a card for each graveyard with 7 or more cards in it. So, this card is like a hit and miss, I think. My biggest issue with Master of Lake Town is its player and not just yourself. I have been kind of very hesitant on adding this card into our deck. I've been asking around, or like, hey, is this card actually crazy? Is this card busted? Like, I think for us it's amazing, but also my biggest issue is we still have to deal with breach decks, and unfortunately, like, this is why I'm like kind of concerned and not like wanting to play it because it fills up breach. Again, I could be very wrong on this. Also, hey Josh, I'm actually talking about Master now. But I know Josh here is gonna try it out with Blood Chief Ascension, which we actually look up Blood Chief real quick. I think I spelled it right. Yeah. Yeah, at the beginning of each end step, it's a 1 block enchantment. At the beginning of each end step, if the opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, you may put a quest counter on this enchantment. Whenever a card is put into opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if this enchantment has 3 or more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 2 life. You do, you gain 2 life. So this is just a pseudo infinite combo with Master of Lake Town and Blood Chief. I think these 2 cards being just 1 mana essentially is pretty nice, but also it's just like I feel like this is more for mid range. I don't think I would play Blood Chief for me personally, but I'm not saying other people shouldn't. I am very like interested to see how this card goes. I don't necessarily think it's terrible because there's a lot of combos you can do with it. For example, you can vamp tutor, um, go grab a reanimation target with whatever, and then mill it, which is super nice. Or Imp Seal, or just if you have Necrotic Ooze, now you're just paying life, and now you're potentially hitting stuff. So it's like it's a very like for me personally, I probably will play it, but I don't know um how I would properly play it. I think if you're playing Master, you have to only play it if you're winning that turn. I think if you allow it to sit, if you're in like a Blue Farm pod or Temna Dargo or Tayam or any of like the decks that care about the graveyard, I think you're just losing that game. Like, I could be wrong, but like this is definitely a card I'm going to be testing. Um, so I'm not really a big fan of Blood Chief because um, I don't hate Blood Chief, but I'm trying to win by turn 3 at the latest, and Blood Chief doesn't really enable that. I think if you're playing mid range, this card's amazing. If you're playing Master, like I think these 2 together is great, and I'm curious to see how Josh, does with it. Same with other pilots. Um, if they BCA, oh yeah, no, you're completely right. I don't disagree with you. I I think these 2 cards as a combo is better for mid range than turbo, but like this is something I will be testing. I'm actually going to try to look for a copy before Breach, which I do plan on being at. So if you're going to be at Breach today, you definitely will see me. I'll be, excuse me, I'll be playing in the main event. While the rest of my teammates on Pinnacle will be playing in the Invitational. So it's going to be interesting to see like what decks come out from Hobbit. I know like like I said, the this one I really wish Gollum was better. Really wish it resetted. Like I'm just so disappointed it doesn't. Like this is the biggest argument right now. It's just like the fact that it does not reset. But so be it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the cards that like I saw that were interesting. Like I checked all the Eternal. I checked out the main set, but like, there's not really that many decent black cards. Like we had this set seems very small. Like I don't know. Yeah, like I said, there's like the fact they gave us this stupid card. Oh, it costs 3 less. Okay, cool. It's a 4/2. Does nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing. Do. Yeah, like most of these cards don't do anything. So, which is really disappointing. And then if we go to Eternal, there's this reprints. There was I do like the Mox Amber. The Mox Amber's sweet. I think I kind of want to get this card. Like it just looks so much better. Fortunately, it does not. If I get this, it won't. I can't get an AP, which whatever. I just really like this art. And then of course we got my favorite new art, which is the new Orcish Bowmasters, of course done by my favorite artist, Ron Spencer. Like I actually pulled these both up just because yeah, I really want those. So those are like those two, Master of Lake Town, are like the cards I'm looking for. Um, I guess I do need to kind of talk about some other stuff, which is Mystery Booster Commander Edition. I think they released everything on Scryfall. Pretty sure they did. Yeah, they did. All right, cool. So the only two cards I thought were kind of neat, or three cards. This one doesn't. I wish this one was better. Does nothing. This is funny because it makes odor counters, which for Magic players, that's that's funny. What is this? I wish this was Mox Jet, but you know, whatever. What is this? Garbage. Just reprints. Okay. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Mystery Booster 2 cards as well. This is I don't know when this set releases. I think it's after MagicCon Atlanta. I think that's when, right? Yeah, 1109. Okay, cool. So I like this dude. I think having a planeswalker that makes bodies, gives you mana, and then also makes a big beater. Like I understand you gotta sacrifice a creature, yada yada, but um these two effects are just super nice. And if you really need a big beater for whatever reason, like I don't know, I really think like this is something to be looked at. I not sure. Yeah, no, the new Obian art is fantastic. I think people are kind of discrediting this just because it's like it gives you a sack outlet, that gives you mana, it makes bodies, and it starts off with 4 loyalty, and for us it only costs 3. It's literally a pseudo Tez, I would say. Like Tez untapped stuff, but Tez also helps you accelerate, and I think this does as well. But I don't know. What y'all think about Thomil? I think I kind of want to play him. I think at 5 mana for the effects he does, I think this is fine. We'll probably go back to the Gravecrawler stuff if I play this guy. But I think Thomil's kind of cool. I don't know. So But yeah, that's Thomel. That's Thomel. So oh yeah, he's 3, 2 black, legendary planeswalker, +2 make a black zombie, 0 make a sacrifice creature if you do add 3 black. Neg 5, create a Lord of the Pit token. Lord of the Pit is a 7/7 demon. With flying, trample at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. If you can, this token deals 7 damage to you. And it comes with this 4 loyalty. So uh, next one is Miss Highwater for 2 black, legendary creature, demon advisor, 5/3 with menace. Whenever she does combat damage to a player who doesn't have a contract counter, they may discard their hand. If they do, they draw 7 cards and get a contract counter. For as long as they have a contract counter when they lose a game, for each artifact and creature they control, create a token that's a copy of it. I understand why people are kind of like, well, we don't give them a brand new hand. But also, I feel like this is a very much a political tool. It's like, hey, if I attack you, can you deal with this person? But also, on the same being, if you died, then so be it. So I I think she's a political dude. I don't know if she'll be played in CDH, but it's something to talk about just because it does make token copies of everything, which is kind of neat. So then let's go on to the next one. Kuruki, Thief of Towns for 4 and a black, Legend Creature Spirit, 4/4 with Menace. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent may draw 4 cards. If they do, look at that player's hand. You may cast a spell from their hand without paying its mana cost. If they don't, put 2+1/+1 counters on Kuroki. The fact that it gives them cards sucks, but also you pretty much steal something from them, which is nice. This ability, I believe, has to fully resolve, so they can't respond in between, which is kind of nice. Um, I think this is like word of command on the worst word of command on a creature, or the Emrakul effect, or anything like that. So, card's interesting. I don't think I would play it. I think giving someone 4 cards isn't kind of bad, but also at the same time, it's like, cool, you just gave them 4 cards, but you also now get to look at 11 cards. Let's say if they have 7 and cast their best spell. I don't know. I think if it didn't say May, I think it would be more enticing, but I don't know. So, but yeah, that's Kuroki. I think I said Kuroki. I don't know. So, and then last one is Sahir. For a 1 and 2 black, has Eminence. At the beginning of your upkeep, this deals 1 damage to you. This ability triggers only if he's on the battlefield or command zone. He's a 3/3 for a legendary creature, human wizard. And then his ability is one of our source you control deals exactly 1 damage to you. One of our spell or ability you control causes you to lose exactly 1 life. Put a counter on the Zahir to the second time this ability is resolved. This turn, draw a card. If only it was 2. If this was 2, I think I would play this. Like, um, because you have to wait on upkeep, and it kind of sucks, but whatever. Um, yeah, I just wish he was 2 life instead of 1 life, because I think having a pseudo card draw engine is pretty cool, and he gets bigger. Um, but I don't know. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all the black spoilers so far for Mystery Booster. There isn't really anything else like for us. Like Estevan is casual commander. This cares about ninjas. This cares about odor counters. I think one of the cards I think that's going to be kind of broken is Unlucky's Planeswalker. Kind of seems nuts. There's a new legendary sorcery. I think this guy is nuts. Making a lightning bolt with a Black Lotus with a Time Twister all stapled to 1 card is kind of stupid. They printed a new Carnival of Souls. They actually made a new Jester. They actually made a Nephilim commander, which is kind of dope. Yeah, I think this card's gonna be busted. I don't know how yet, but it should be interesting. This I wish was better. Maybe if it was like 2 mana, like a 1/3, I would be fine with it because given Phyrexians, Menace, and Lifelink is kind of dope. We have a lot of Phyrexians, I think, in our deck, which unfortunate. But then of course we got a card that is like stupid. This doesn't have anything to do with Crick, but them fundamentally breaking the commander rules even further is dumb. So this is Wits. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So the one white and a blue homunculus, legendary creature, 1/3, has Rule Breaker. A deck with his commander has no maximum deck size. Pay 3, tap it, draw a card, gain life. This ability costs 3 less to activate. If you had 200 more cards in your starting deck. So, people are already talking about Battlewits with this guy. So, you can finally play Battlewits in Commander. Yeah, so I don't think this card will actually be seen any CDH play, but I think people are going to try to be funny. It having a tap ability and drawing cards is kind of neat. So it does kind of gives you a card draw engine, but also like, ugh, what are they doing? Like they just keep printing slop. So, but it is what it is. Oh, you haven't seen this? Yeah, this card's dumb. Like this card's stupid. I don't know, but there was one more that was kind of stupid. Nope, nope, wasn't that one. Was it this one? No. I already talked about that. It's the otter. Oh yeah, look how weird this looks. Like I don't even care about what it does. Like look at that artwork. Like what the what the hell? So it is so weird looking. Oh my god. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, so I think for me, I don't know. Can I even add this yet? Master of Lake Town. Oh, they added it. Sweet. All right. Of course, I'm gonna get the switch printing. Select foil. I don't care. It's $30. Whatever. Um, what do I even take out? Agatha's, I think it's better with this too, which is nice. Um, I don't even know what I take out, to be honest. Hmm. Man, that's like, I don't know. Maybe this. It might be just be Dark Petition, I think. I actually don't know. Oh, I just realized something. Did that kill a player? Let's see. Who's Afterlife? Afterlife. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, actually, hold on. This is a kill a player. No, it doesn't. I think my math. Right? That doesn't kill a player, does it? Draw. So let's say 80. Draw 40. Lose half. Mill 20. No, it doesn't. Okay. Huh. My card has not actually like been like all the creatures I played have been like just excellent. The only card I like have been kind of like hit and miss on, but also it's just like too powerful is Intent. But I don't know. To be honest, like it's probably either Petition or Unmarked because now we have an effective, faster way of milling our library. But it's probably Petition because I think the rest of the cards I have, like Songs, has been excellent. The keys have been great. I don't need to touch my land base. I actually cut Bazaar. It just wasn't actually doing what I wanted to. I don't know what I want to cut. Petition? Yeah, I think you're right. I think unmarked is. Also, let me see if I can make this a little bit smaller. It's just so I can fit everything in. Yeah, there you go. No, Acolyte has been actually pretty awesome. Um, Funny enough, Doom has been relevant even without decon. So, um, these two, so I was actually talking to Wild of Sleeves and Dweebs, and he was just like, "Oh, it's just like 100-second copy." So because it's two cards on one, which is kind of neat. That's why I really like them. Just they're just extra. Like these cards are cheaty cards, like 100%. I actually thinking about playing that new um the ancestral recall creature. I thought about it. Like that might replace I don't know. This card's actually been putting in work. It might just be Petition, to be honest. Like it probably is going to be Petition. You know, well, the thing is, Heffen, my list is actually meant to be a little bit like I'm trying to win like turn two consistently. Like it's just I focus heavily on creatures. So like the only reason I put Acolyte in here just because it's a um if I get stopped early, this allows me to be somewhat in the game. Um yeah. Yeah, I'm like I think my list has the most creatures out of everyone. But it might just be Petition. Yeah, I think I'd rather run Master over Petition. That's probably where I'm at. I just have to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. They need to bring this back. uh, Same with us. Give me these back. Um, yeah, you know what? I don't. I don't think I actually care. Yeah, move sideboard. Well, that's fine. I think I have plenty of ways of making mana. I like so many ways to make a mana on this deck. Like one, two, three, technically four. Um, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna be at. By the way, I still vouch for this card too. Like this card's been insane. I really like these three together. I think if Master screws me too much, once Reality Fracture comes out, I'll probably replace it with that new Ancestral Recall. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, but a little so I have been doing better recently, like in tournaments. It's just I have been getting, unfortunately, it's rules against myself instead of the game itself. Like, for example, I was at a tournament, and a guy had two Lion's Eye Diamonds in their deck. When we found out round four, and there was not really any major punishments against it, which whatever. But it's like situations like that I can't beat. Unfortunately, I get forced into a lot of draws a lot of time. And I just be like, no, I just want to push. Like I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to win the game. Like stop asking me for draws, damn it. But yeah, I need to figure out some stuff. Um, Later this month. I know I picked up a bunch of new things recently. I I need to figure out who's going to um, Eternal Weekend because I want to get my Necromancy altered. I also need to see if Pete Venters has any um, AP Songs of the Damned because, like, the Ultimate Master one, like, I know it comes in foil, but this art just is way better. So, um, I also want to try to figure out who has more artist proofs. I still need to find the Mark Zug to answer me. He is not. What else? What else? I was upset McGilly was not available for her APs, but is what it is. I am probably going to message Tyler Jacobson again just because a lot of people have decided to confuse my Villas with Crick because of, like, I don't know if you're able to see it, if the camera will pick it up. That's on the back of the Villas. They're never gonna print another Entomb. Like I I I hope that the information I gained from someone saying Reality Fracture is gonna be our like go to. Um, for Crick, like I'm really hoping that we see like a really busted black card. I just don't think we will. I I'm under the impression that like that's just never gonna happen. Like the last auto include, and I know Battle Shatner keeps posting it is Beseech the Mirror. Like that was the actual last auto include for Crick, because um not everyone's on Modog, not everyone's on Doctor Doom, not everyone's on Baron. I think I'm the only one on Emeritus and Grave Researcher. Um, or in Twilight. I don't think everyone is on songs. I know there are a few people on Agathos. Not everyone's on dance. Like there just hasn't been really a like proper like, hey, you need to play this card for a list lately, which is very unfortunate. Also, this might be controversial, but like I'm not really a big fan of the rule breaker stuff for Commander. Like it's neat. Like don't get me wrong, I want them to keep bringing people into the format, but also like I feel like they don't actually care about the format. They're just like, hey, what can make us money? Which I get as a company makes sense, but it is it's very concerning to see them like not actually give a crap. So, and I do not know when we are going to see the next BNR for Commander. Because like I've asked like all the higher ups, and they're like, oh, we don't. Um, yeah, no, Helfin, I do try. Like I try everything. Like I don't really care if it's a black card that's like Crick could use either in turbo or mid range. I'm gonna talk about it. Like I I have tried the most obscene stuff. I have tried the most doable things. Like my my tournament results are bad because of the fact of I don't like politicking. I just don't do it. Like I can't for one, and two, I just don't care for it. Like I'm here to have a good time and play the game. I'm not here to listen to you complain or yap or try to convince XYZ that you are the not the problem. Like I don't really care. Like I am a problem. I'm playing the deck that's literally screams, I am trouble. Like fear me. So um but yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just kind of like disappointed where um I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of just disappointed where Commander's at right now. Like I like I said in the Crick Discord, I'm probably taking a break from tournament CDH for a little bit just to focus on bills and stuff on my life and try and get my social media stuff focused on. Um, but yeah, also speaking of, let me show you this card. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I might have to take it out. Hold on. The glare does not help. There you go. Check out this flush right there. I love APs. They're so cool. Um, but yeah, no, it's just like I don't know. Tournament CDH is still fun. Like there's nothing the game has done that's like upset me or, make me not want to play. It's just I gotta focus on my own stuff, So um but we shall see. I'm gonna try to pull out videos as much as I can. I just don't have time. I think that's also just based on the traveling and focusing on traveling and yada yada yada. So I'm getting there. So but I know 2027 I'm gonna try to push for a lot. Uh I got a lot of ideas I wanna happen, but like this year has been like kind of a financial failure for me. So it's trying to write that off as, moving past that and move forward. So we shall see. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this. I just kind of I wish there was more spoilers to talk about. There's just not. Uh, I'm curious to see how Mystery Booster Commander Edition affects the format. I'm curious to see what stuff happens from the Hobbit, and yeah. So um, this Wednesday I will be on stream with Wild. He had some stuff come up today. But yeah, definitely come by, say hi. We're gonna be talking a lot about, of course, what I talked about, and then what we have planned for the future. So definitely check that out. If you like this video or like the stream, please, you know, leave a comment. If you want to see more crit content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I am trying to work on uploading more, but yeah, that's I think that's going to be it. So I will try to get more gameplay stuff, hopefully when I have the opportunity. And yeah, if anyone ever just wants to talk Crick, just feel free to DM me at King the Great period, or join the Crick Discord. And myself, Josh, and a bunch of other Crick pilots will definitely sit down with you and chat. Because we love this deck. This deck's fun, and I highly encourage everyone to play it. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.